What's all that stuff? Hi, baby.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm fine.
Cool. I'm sitting here with my friend Christina Applegate. Most people, I guess, now know you from Married with Children.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to ask you this question.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you anything like Kelly Bundy?
Do you think I'm anything like Kelly
I
Bundy?
don't, but I know that people, because they don't know you, they sometimes assume that the character you play is who you are.
Oh, yeah.
So I figured I'd get that out of the way.
No, I am nothing like her. Well, I mean, there's a little bit of me in there, but no.
Where is you? Where is you in there?
I don't know, the vulnerable side of her, I guess. I don't know. No, I'm nothing like her, thank God.
Yeah, it'd be a little much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would not get any work done here
Right.
if Kelly Bundy showed up.
Exactly.
And if you want to find out why, then you'll have to come back. See, we do these quick, and then they go. Yeah. Did it surprise you, the response to Married with Children?
Yeah, actually it did, because when we went into it, we had no idea, you know, Fox being this little network and everything,
Right.
and we had no idea. We thought 13 and it would be it. And it's been 7 years, so.
You've been on for 7 years?
Well, 7 seasons, 6 years or 5 years or something like that.
So these people watch you grow up, kinda. Ooh. Well, who was she on paper when you got the script? What did she?
She wasn't really developed. She was just kind of, you know, they had an idea. They wanted her on the back of motorcycles and everything.
Right.
But they just had no concept of the look or the personality. I had jean skirts and sweaters, you know, real kind of mid-America television type of a thing. And I said, nah. I took them down to Melrose and, you know, dressed her up.
Right. So you are responsible for Miss Kayla's look?
Yeah, originally, kind of.
She's definitely in a class by herself, my dear.
No, she's not really by herself. There's a lot of hers out there. Oh, yeah.
See, I'm so out of it. I don't get out.
Well, I went out, and when I was, you know, younger, and I'd go out and I'd see these girls, and I just said, oh, gotta do that.
So is she like a rock and roll?
Mm-hmm. There's hundreds of them out there.
Really?
Little skirts and the peroxide and the whole thing. So I had to do it. It was just too funny.
Do you ever get to the point where you say, I do not want to deal with this girl today?
Yeah. That's why we're kind of we're modifying her look and her thing now, just because it's kind of gotten out of hand. She's kind of gotten dumber and dumber every season. So, yeah, there's a lot of times I don't want to get into it.
How did you manage to stay somewhat grounded? Because I of course know that you're nothing like Ms. Bundy, but how do you manage to? Because you've been acting a long time. You know, since you were, what, 3 or something?
Yeah, since I could talk, basically.
But you made it a non-speaking appearance on a soap opera.
Yes, when I was, what, 3 months old, 5 months old, something like that, yeah.
So how do you avoid the pitfalls, I guess, of some of your peers? Because you've been in it just as long. I
think my mom had a lot to do with it. My growing up had a lot to do with it. Growing up was real difficult, you know, not because of the business, but just because of situation, you know. Growing up in the early 70s, got a lot of really weird people around and stuff. And I think just kind of becoming aware of myself at an early age, you know. Going to therapy at an early age, I think, had a lot to do with it. I don't know.
Did you go in?
Here we go.
You went in early. Was it just because there was so much going on?
Yeah, it was just kind of nutty.
Yeah.
You know, and also my mom always wanted me to have positive habits and addictions and things like that. Yeah. So I think that's why. And she's not one of those kind of stage mother type people either. She's a really neat lady.
Yeah.
And I think that's why, because it was just me and her, basically.
It is difficult to do. It's a hard thing to raise a kid, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But it does help if the kid has some insight as to what is going on.
Yeah, and I think that's what why now I can say that I think I'm okay.
Yeah.
You know, and that I'm not messing around with drugs and that whole like scene that you can get into. It's just so sad.
Yeah. You also get that peer pressure, which I guess, you know.
Well, I wasn't around it that much. I didn't fall into that the Hollywood thing and the peer pressure thing. I mean, you know, you experiment when you're younger and you do all that, and I just made my decision that that's just not the way I wanted to live my life.
Yeah.
And so.
So you just said, I choose life.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool.
I saw too many people getting hurt from things, and I just didn't want to be like that.
Yeah. So when you go out now and you look around, what kinds of things are you looking for in terms of acting? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for stuff that is positive towards my spirit. You know, I mean, that's why I do this, is because I like to kind of go on a different plane into a different thing than my own reality. And that's what I'm looking for. It's a self-gratifying kind of a thing. I don't want to do movies that are going to make, you know, $50 million, which is, you know, it's always nice, but if I feel good after it's done, then I feel I've accomplished something. And if I can get into something, that's what I want to do.
Are you going to be directing at all, do you think?
I want to someday. You know, right now I'm into the acting thing, but it's, you know, when nobody wants to hire me anymore, I think that's probably what I'll do, you know?
When you think about, if you made a list of like wish lists, people you'd like to work with, just, I guess not tomorrow, but in the arc of a career, who would you like to play with?
You.
I'd like to play with you
I want to
too.
work with you really bad, so just so you know that.
Well, actually, we've talked about that. We've mentioned that before. Who else is out there? Who else do you like?
Oh, God. I love Robert De Niro. I think he's brilliant. There's, I don't know, there's a lot of people I want to work. Well, Robert De Niro, Meryl Streep, Willem Dafoe.
He's great.
I love him.
Yeah, me too. Me too. I'd like to work with Willem.
Yeah.
We should tell him. Willem?
Will.
Hello. Christina and I would like to work with you, if you just put that out to your agent.
He scored in 15 seconds. An entire high school couldn't do what he pulled off in seconds.
This does come in handy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It does. It's a good telephone to people.
Definitely. What else? Let's see. What else do I want?
Yes, yes.
You know?
Yeah. Why not? Put it out there and see what happens. I mean, that's what we do, isn't it?
Yeah.
We say we're interested in doing this, and we put it out, and sometimes it comes, and sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes it comes in a way, and you say, "Oh no, I don't want that because I've made a mistake."
Exactly.
Do you ever find that you have to convince people that you're not, when you're going out for auditions anyway, that you're not Kelly Bundy? Does she like pop up a lot for you?
Yeah, I think that people don't think that I can do it. You know what I mean? There's something about TV that people just think that's your medium and you can't go beyond that.
Yeah. Why do you think television has that effect on people?
I don't know. I think because you come into people's living rooms and that's what they know you as, and they learn to kind of grow with you and you become part of their family, and they don't want to see you as anything different. I think that's what it is. They get scared when they see you on a screen, on a big screen. It's, wait a second, no, that's the person who's in my house once a week, or, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think it's really weird.
I think I'm gonna know what you mean.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
On the next Night Talk with Jane Whitney.
Yeah.
So, baby, what do you do for fun?
Fun.
Fun. You remember?
Fun. That's that thing where you laugh and
occasionally, that's right.
Jump up and down.
Go outside, have something to eat.
Yeah.
You know.
Get some, photosynthesis going outside.
That's right.
What do I do for fun? I go to class. I go to dance class. That's my fun.
That's your fun?
Yeah, and vacationing. I like to travel. I like to get out of here as much as I possibly can. But class is my fun. That's my thing.
And you work out a lot. See, I wanted to work out, but...
I was working out a lot.
You...
I'm not working out as much.
Oh, are you
anymore.
patting your stomach?
I'm patting my
this big stomach there?
Well, that's
no,
why
darling,
I've got the jacket on.
Let's talk about a little bit of fat here. Okay.
It's rolling over right now.
God.
Ah, vain. Okay. No, I don't work out as much as I used to. I just got so bored with it.
Yeah.
It's really boring. I mean, everyone goes, oh, come on, step. You know, it's just really boring. It has no, like,
Yeah.
there's no spirit to
Yeah.
it. I don't feel I've accomplished anything when I finish doing it.
What are you getting tons of this fan mail? Do you get a lot of, like, marriage proposals from people?
You know, yeah. A lot of really interesting things. You'd be surprised. Well, I guess you probably wouldn't be surprised at things that I get.
I bet I would be surprised.
You know what's interesting is I get a lot of little girls and little boys asking for advice and stuff, which is kind of interesting to me. That they look at Kelly and go, I want to be just like you. And I go, I'm so sorry, you know. But yeah, I get a lot of fan mail and stuff. But
and do guys look at you like, when they meet you, who are they, oh yeah, okay. Who are they looking at when they look at you?
Well, when they come face to face with me, they know that I'm different.
Right.
I think that, you know, they want me to be that. See, guys, they want that. They want kind of a dumb girl. You know, it's like a fantasy. I'm sorry. I'm just saying that, you know, isn't it easier? It's easier for someone
No fuss, no muss.
Exactly. You know, somebody who doesn't have an opinion, you can just kind of be like, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
So I think she's kind of a fantasy girl for men, I guess. I don't know.
I think it'd be cheaper to get a Barbie doll.
Yeah.
So we don't have to feed it.
It's kind of the same thing, I think.
No, but I think Kelly wants to eat, honey.
Yeah.
I'm not saying what, but I do think she wants to eat.
Oh, my. Oh, my. Here we go.
That's why he's here. You didn't get to college yet.
No.
You going?
I want to so bad. When the show's done, I think I'm going to do that. Take some time off and go to school.
Where do you want to go?
I can't get into anywhere good because, see, I can't get into nowhere good because I finished high school, but I took the proficiency, so I can't get into, you know, Harvard or something like that. But I wouldn't mind just going to a community college, you know.
Huh.
Valley College or one of those places.
So the proficiency, is that the same as the equivalency?
Yeah, it's all the same thing.
Right.
It's
Why isn't that's not acceptable anymore for a college?
It's not for a good college. If you want to get into a good college, then you have to go to a community college, do the 2 years there, and then you can get into maybe UCLA or something like that. But I couldn't get into an Ivy League.
You want to go to Ivy League, baby?
Well, no, but I mean, I couldn't get into one.
Okay, because we could tell them.
Yeah, I want to get into an Ivy League school. No.
That's Harvard. You know what's happening here.
No,
what are you going to study? What do you want to study?
Oh, God. Everything. When I, you know, watch things like Jeopardy, and I just feel so stupid, you know, that I don't know these things about science and history and literature, and I want to study photography. I want to art, painting.
Why do you just got to get yourself a camera?
I do.
You
got
to get a camera, take some pictures. You know, they'll start out like this, where you only get person's nose, but you get better.
Actually, I've got some pretty beautiful photographs that I've taken.
Oh, yes?
Yeah, some really nice stuff.
Do you paint or draw? Or?
Yeah, I do, but I get frustrated with it because I'm not that good. But yeah, I want to be able to, you know, paint beautiful paintings because I've got so much that I want to just kind of express.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you write?
Yeah, I write a lot.
Finding poetry?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
It's pretty disturbing, but I write a lot of poetry.
So is it disturbing because it's out there or disturbing because it doesn't sound like Lord Byron?
No, I think it's just because I'm a real stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
So everything that's coming out is just everything that's inside.
Right.
And I look at it and I go, where the heck did that come from, you know? It's kind of a neat thing because I can look at it and go, oh, that's wrong. All right, I can work on that. You know what I mean?
Well, that's cool. You do a lot of reading at all?
I'd like to do a lot of reading. I haven't been able to do a lot of reading.
Well, the place to do it, I tell you, the place to do a lot of reading. I do it in the John. Because it's the one place, this is the truth, it's the one place nothing happens but what you want to happen. They're laughing.
I'll think about that one for a minute. But
I'm serious. Because you can sit and be relaxed in the John, don't answer the phone if you have one in there, and you can read, you know?
Yeah.
And when you're done, you know you're done. And you don't have to read the whole book at one time. See, they're laughing.
I know they're laughing.
But it's the truth. It's the truth. There are ways to train yourself to relax, and that you don't have the pressure of having to read an entire book. So you can take a month to read a book. Every time you go in, you read a couple of pages. You
That's
check
an
it out
idea.
and see.
Okay,
because it does
that.
work. It does work.
That's the problem, that I can't concentrate. There's always so much going on in my house, the animals and the phone and the boyfriend and the everything, and I never get a chance to just kind of have Christina time.
That's the one place very few people will come to disturb you.
That's very true.
It's the truth. When you look at the kinds of movies that are being made now, what runs through your mind?
Oh, God. I think that right now, the way that the country is, the way the world is, the things that movies are trying to say, if they're trying to say anything at all, if it's not for just entertainment, it's really important to get the right message across, I think, right now. I mean, maybe a few years ago, you could just do whatever you wanted to, but now people are looking for something, you know, some kind of light.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what needs to happen. I think that there's been a lot of negative movies.
Yeah.
That are, people are really influential now, and we need to have responsibility to people. I think people forget that. You know, I mean, you want to be creative and you want to, like, you know, do your thing, but there's a lot of minds out there that need guidance, and I think that that's what's really important right now. So
we'll be right back with Christina Applegate. That was Irv the Fly.
Irv
He's
the
our
Fly.
fly on the wall.
He's the same guy who comes in here.
The Whoopi Goldberg Show is brought to you by Isuzu, makers of incredible four-wheel drives.
So, Ms. Applegate,
Yes.
what's in
Whoopi?
the future, girl?
Oh God, so many things, babies and horses and all sorts of things, but
No, not in the near future. There's nobody home in there.
no,
Oh,
nobody's
okay.
home.
I
No.
thought you don't need that.
At least
You
I
know,
don't
I
think
mean,
so.
you know, in the newspaper, Christina Applegate reveals.
No, not for a while. I think I want to live on a ranch with some horses, and I want to do some good art.
Well, great. Can I come ride?
Yes, of course you can come ride. I want to have chickens and pigs and all sorts of wonderful animals.
Well, I'll feed them. I won't cook them,
Yeah.
though. I'll feed them.
As long as we still have trees left at that
Yes.
point. Oh boy, I'm getting political again. Okay,
Oh,
stop
well,
me.
go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Put it out there.
I'm gonna, like, buy my own forest and not let anybody touch it.
Will you let
And
people
take care
walk
of those
through it?
owls.
Yes, well.
They don't care about.
Well, wait till. Have you ever seen the birds?
No.
This is a movie I want to send to George Bush because she made all those comments about the owls.
Oh,
I want him to know what the future may bring. Thank you for coming to play.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. And we'll see you tomorrow. Good night. You know, he made this big statement about the owls.
That's what I was talking about.